Well, you may have recently heard that a Central Arkansas cat became the first feline in the state to contract COVID-19, but how common is that?
And does it increase your chances of getting COVID? 4029's Robert Suhr talked to experts to find some answers.
Well, it seems we've all been impacted in one way or the other by the coronavirus, and now our pets are included in that as well. But veterinary experts I spoke with told me COVID in your cat or dog is really nothing to worry about.
It was only a matter of time before COVID-19 started impacting our furry friends.
We like to snuggle and cuddle and let them lick our faces and maybe our plates. So they're sharing a lot of that, a lot of that really, really direct contact with maybe some of our bodily fluids, things that we might not be sharing necessarily with each other.
The first example came last week when a 9-month-old cat contracted the virus, leaving pet owners across the state wondering if their pet's recent sniffles could be COVID. I spoke with Dr. Jack Herring at the Weddington Animal Hospital in Fayetteville, who tells me your pet most likely has a more common respiratory ailment than COVID.
Everybody should be careful not to worry too much about COVID if their cat has an upper respiratory infection, because they run rampant in the cat population. We see a lot of upper respiratory infections in cats, so the chances are extremely small that if your cat has an upper respiratory infection that it's COVID.
However, if you are positive with COVID, you should treat your pet just like you would a human member of your family and try to isolate yourself from them.
I know that's really difficult because when people are getting isolated, then, they're thinking, well, I have to isolate from my family, but why should I have to isolate from, Fluffy? They can come hang out with me in this bedroom by myself, and that's probably not a good idea.
State officials add they treat every animal COVID case seriously, even complete with contact tracing.
In the event of this cat that did test positive, I had to, find out who all was involved, who had symptoms when, making sure that the cat had symptoms after the household members did.
She adds so far over a dozen other pets across the state have been tested for COVID, with all of them coming back negative.
Now, again, the main thing to stress here is if your furry friend should come down with COVID-19, the chances of you contracting the illness from your pet is extremely small. In Fayetteville, Robert Suhr, 4029 News.